Here are the default DNS records that GoDaddy creates, but I don't really want to manage the domain here. I want to manage it in AWS Route 53, so I create a hosted zone over there, be public. Okay. All right, so I'm going to come over to Bluehost, where I like to host my static websites. Try to host the static website over there. Okay, so I'm going to need to grab the IP address of the web server and point familysanta.com over there so Bluehost knows that it's there. That's the magic. Okay, that's going to be my root record. Familysanta.com should point over there. Okay, now let's see if that works. Because I have the Family Santa pointing over at that IP address that's for Bluehost. Oh, so no, when the world goes to GoDaddy, they are just listening to what GoDaddy says. The name servers are still over there, so I need to use the name servers for Route 53. Can't delete those. Okay, there's a separate control for name servers. There we go. Okay, so we're going to change those so that it points over, yep, my own names. Grab the two common ones from Route 53 for my particular domain. Yeah, it doesn't like the ending periods. Okay, let's get rid of those. Okay. So now the world looks at GoDaddy. GoDaddy points over to Route 53, and Route 53 points over to Bluehost. Okay. So now it should work. But it doesn't know anything about that yet. Maybe I need to. No, it still is asking for a code. Doesn't see the change yet. So maybe Bluehost is looking for a www record. Let's create that. The CNAME just over to the familysanta.com. Just another name pointing to the same place. Okay. A lot of times web hosting services care about that www record, so we'll make sure that that's updated. Okay, give that another try. Come on, see it. Nope. Okay. Maybe we need more time to pass.
Later.
Yay. Okay, finally worked. All right. All right, so now we need to set up some email addresses so I can manage email through Bluehost. I'm not really comfortable with email in AWS. These are just the commercial packages. Okay, I want to go on to the advanced area where we can go to the cPanel And there's email addresses that I can do manually. Alright, create a new one. I want two email addresses, admin and app. And I'll put in the password and not show you what it is. Okay. Go back and do the app one. Okay, so there I've got both admin and app email addresses ready to go, ready to use for. So I'll use the app one for the application, of course, and admin just to be a CC, capture everything that happens on the system, or whatever I need to do. Okay, so as a summary, we've got a MX record pointing to mail.familysanta.com, and mail is pointed over at that same IP address where the hosting is being done. So everything points over there. And just for safety, I put an FTP and cPanel, whatever. They're all pointing over there. Okay. All right, so let me describe this a bit more because I feel like what happened may not be very obvious or clear to people. So the way DNS works, at least as far as I understand it, hardly a DNS expert, but my understanding is that when either your web browser or one of these other places is looking to get resolution on a name, they're going to say, okay, ask the .com, where is familysanta.com, and they're going to say, okay, here's the name server where you should ask, check over here at AWS, DNS, and you say, okay, so where is db.familysanta.com, and it'll say this IP address here where the RDS server is set up. Or you say, where is mail handled, and it'll say, okay, over here at Bluehost, and it'll give you a specific IP address. The reason it didn't work as quickly as I was hoping earlier is because when it first started out, GoDaddy, which has its own DNS, is saying, okay, I'm the resolver for this. And then when I went to change it, it takes time for that to propagate through the internet so that your ISP gets the updated numbers, the Bluehost gets the updated address, and that everyone is in agreement that, oh yes, the answer really is at AWS DNS. Oh, and by the way, this is what the IP address is. So it took a while for the Bluehost DNS. Everything gets cached. All these things are cached. Even your local computer can cache. Say if I use familysanta.com, it doesn't look it up every time. It's cached for some period of time, and it will check to say if it's changed. And you can force it to get the more recent information, but a lot of times it'll just say, yeah, it's probably the same thing as it was the last time I asked. Sometimes these things take some time to propagate through the system. And I just want to show some of the other parts of the design, planning a load balancer, pointing to ECS containers, one or more, which will talk to the database. I can talk to the database because I'm going to set this db.familysanta.com thing. All right, so hopefully that answers any questions about this. Hopefully it's clear enough what's going on.